Hi, I'm Jeff Bush from Informed Family Financial Services and the host of Financially Speaking with Jeff Bush. We're pleased to bring you this presentation of the Academic Challenge.
The PCTV Network proudly presents Academic Challenge, best known as Quiz Bowl, where area high school students compete for academic supremacy. And now your host, the incomparable Mr. Todd Kelly.
PCTV proudly presents the 2019 Academic Quiz Bowl Tournament. Each winner, some of the brightest students from area high schools, compete academically through a series of matches called the Academic Quiz Bowl League. The questions cover a wide range of topics, from American history to scientific classifications, from modulo math to English literature, and from world geography to popular culture. Each year, I'm very impressed at how quickly and accurately the teams under pressure can answer these challenging questions. The seedings for this year's TV tournament were determined by the final rankings during the season. Today's match pits Souderton Area High School versus Springford Area High School. Representing the teams, we have for Souderton, we have Sage, Stephen, Ben, and Henry. And I believe, Henry, you're serving as captain, correct? And over here for Springford, we have Sid, who's serving as captain, Chris, Arian, and Harish. All right. The way this works is each match consists of 3 rounds. The first round are 15 toss-up questions, which either team may answer in 5 seconds. If a team misses a question, the opposing team has a chance to answer the question correctly on the rebound. A correct answer earns the team a bonus question. For this, the team has 10 seconds to confer, and then the captain voices the answer. Computational questions are given extra time, a total of 30 seconds. So we're ready to begin this match. Toss-up number 1, both teams. Number in grammar. What grammatical number corresponds to the pronouns in these song lyrics? Many a tear has to fall. These boots are made for walking. Those were the days. Henry.
2.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Okay, Chris.
3.
That's also incorrect. You're being too specific. Okay, we're talking about here grammatical number, so it's simply plural. Plural is the answer we're looking for. Toss-up number 2. Let's try some science. Snakes. All right, see what you guys know about snakes. While the world's longest snake may be an articulated python, the world's heaviest, yes, and we've got an answer from Sage.
The anaconda.
That is correct, the anaconda. Good anticipation there. Which means that Souderton, you get a bonus in long-lasting leases. Very alliterative title there. In 1898, the Chinese leased a small peninsula and a group of islands to Great Britain for 99 years. Name that crown colony that was returned to China in 1984. Yes, Henry.
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong is absolutely correct. Okay, we go to toss-up number 3, both teams back in this. Oratorios. James Furman's oratorio entitled I Have a Dream is a tribute to what American... Yes, Stephen.
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin Luther King, a tribute to what American leader? Yes, Martin Luther King Jr. For those of you who are like, I don't know any oratorios, there was a good answer. Okay, you get a bonus in villains. All right. Ian Fleming created Ernst Stavro Blofeld, the evil genius and head of what organization? Yes, Henry.
Spectre.
Yes, because he was the guy who wrote James Bond, so it was Spectre. Correct. All right. Toss-up number 4, both teams. Fort analogies. Fort Sumter is to South Carolina, as Fort Sumner is to what other state? I've got an answer from Chris.
Texas.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Okay, Sage.
Virginia.
That's also incorrect. You were a little closer, and we have another buzz there. It's New Mexico, New Mexico. Toss-up number 5, common compounds. These are main properties of what common substance? Polarity. Okay, I got an answer from, oh wait, I didn't see, from Sage. Thank
Water.
you. Water, yeah, that was what it was. Okay, so it was polarity, cohesion, adhesion, surface tension, high specific heat, evaporative cooling, and when you heard common substance, you think, well, what could it be? Okay, good job. You guys get a bonus in laccoliths. Hard to say. The core of a laccolith consists of which of the 3 broad categories of rock? Okay, Henry?
Igneous.
Igneous is absolutely correct. Toss-up number 6, imaginary remedies, both teams. What term for an all-encompassing remedy was derived, and I've got, say,
Snake oil.
that's incorrect, from the Greek prefix meaning all and akos meaning cure. Okay, Chris?
Omniacos.
That's incorrect. Panacea. Could you give me like the 2-1 or something like that? Thank you. Okay. All right. So, toss-up number 7. Panacea. Panacea. Pan means all in Greek. Physiology. While extension increases the angle of a joint, what movement, and I've got an answer from Harish.
Contraction.
That's incorrect. Okay, Stephen.
Flexion.
Flexion is correct, yes. Sage is helping you out by turning on your microphone, but that is correct. It is called flexion. All right, so you guys get a bonus in military orders. On November 3rd, 1941, the combined Japanese fleet received top secret order number 1, saying that in 34 days, what American naval base was to be bombed?
Pearl Harbor.
That is correct, yes. That's why when you get those as a bonus, you're like, okay, that's an easy one. Okay, let's see how we do on this next one here, which is called senatorial rhetoric. What literary technique is illustrated in these news story headlines about the U.S. Senate? The latest Don Quixote. The soul, okay, Arian.
Illusion.
That's correct. You guys are on the board. That is an illusion, alluding to Don Quixote. You guys get a bonus in grooms. Who was the groom in America's only marriage of a president in the White House? Okay, yes, Sid.
Adams.
That's incorrect. The only one to get married in the White House was Grover Cleveland. Grover Cleveland. Okay. Toss-up number 9. Now, this one is computational. So for this, you get 30 seconds, and it's about rectangles. The area of a rectangle is 100 square inches. If its length is 4 times its width, what is the length of this fit? Wow, that was quick. Chris?
20.
That
inches.
is correct. That is absolutely correct. Wow. Didn't need the 30 seconds there. I barely finished the question. All right, and by doing that, you get a bonus in reservations. These Indian reservations are in what U.S. state? Chehalis, Nisqually, Kalispell, Puyallup, Yakima, Skokomish, Shalahis. Okay, Sid?
Montana.
Montana is incorrect. Washington. Go a little further to the west. Okay, toss-up number 10, both teams. Rover Energy. The massive dust storm on Mars in 2018 did not significantly affect the Curiosity rover's power system, since it relies not on sunlight. Okay, Henry.
Wind power.
That's incorrect. Not on sunlight, but upon what radioactive transuranic element as its fuel source? Yes, Chris.
Plutonium.
Plutonium. Yes, that's correct. You guys get a bonus in legal idioms. Legally speaking, if you misrepresent an incident in a relatively small way, what are you doing to the truth? Yes, Sid.
Bending.
That's incorrect. They were looking for stretching the truth. Stretching the truth. Okay. Toss-up 11, measurements in physics. What measurement scale is indicated by the last word of this punny statement? I know you're going to ready to groan on that one, right? My family thinks I'll die if I freeze myself to, yes,
Kelvin.
Kelvin's the answer. Okay, good job on that. But I want to finish the pun because you got to hear the pun. My family thinks I'll die if I freeze myself to negative 273 degrees Celsius, but I think I'll be okay. Okay, 0K. All right. Kelvin, you get a bonus in homelands. What European country was the homeland of these people? Jacques Picard, Johann Bernoulli, Carl Jung, Paul Klee, Huldrych Zwingli, Roger Federer, Ursula Andress. Yes, Sid.
Switzerland.
That is Switzerland, correct. Toss-up 12, both teams, sedimentary rock. When mudstone or claystone is bedded, it is known as what kind of fissile layered sedimentary rock? Stephen.
Slate.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Sid.
Sandstone.
That's also incorrect. Shale. Shale. Very close with slate, but shale. Toss-up 13. Apocalyptic novels. What American novel has the first part about an accidental release of a deadly influenza strain? A second part, yes, Henry.
World War Z.
That's incorrect. The second part, about three groups that dream of 108-year-old Abigail Fremantle, and a third part about a nuclear detonation in Las Vegas. Okay, time's up. The answer was The Stand. The Stand. Toss-up 14 is computational with proportionals. We'll see if we can get this done really fast, too. We'll see. Determine the third proportional to 16 and 36. Okay, Arian.
12 to 27.
That's incorrect. Remaining time, I think about 7 seconds left. Okay, and the answer came in just before it. Yes, Ben?
84.
So close. 81. 81 was the answer. Okay, toss-up 15. Another one about forts. Toss-up 15 is forts. What country sold Fort Ross on the Pacific coast to John Sutter in 1841? Yes, Henry.
Spain.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. How about a rebound? Yes, Chris.
France.
That's also incorrect. Think about what's located over that way. It was Russia. Russia. Okay. That brings us to the end of our first round. And at the end of the first round, I know Souderton jumped out to it quickly, but Springford came calling back, and it's Souderton 8, Springford 5. After the first round, we now enter what's called the lightning round. The trailing team has 60 seconds to answer as many rapid-fire questions as possible. Questions passed or answered incorrectly are then given to the opposing team, which has 6 seconds allotted per question. The same process is then followed by the opposing team. So entering the lightning round, we've had a substitution. For Springford High School, we have Sam entering the game. Welcome, Sam. And Springford gets the chance to choose from the lightning rounds. And our choices were a mystery category. We also had Latin and religion. And so you guys chose the mystery category. So we're going to start with that. With this mystery category, this is what we call a true mystery category. So what happens is you want to keep track of your answers, because if we get to number 10, those answers may be very useful in answering that question. So time's of some essence here. All right, so I'm going to start this. I will finish the first question. That's when the 60 seconds begin. So I'll read that one nice and slowly, and then I'll go faster from there. Okay. Slang for coffee, including a masculine name, a cup of...
Joe.
The first name of a fictional detective, Chan, or actor, Chaplin.
Charlie.
This device converts sound into an electrical signal.
Mike.
This color is the shortest wavelength on the visible spectrum.
Pass.
Okay. Slang for death, to kick the what?
Bucket.
Senate gave Octavian this title, meaning venerable.
Pass.
In most American homes, invented by Philo Farnsworth.
Pass.
This Louisiana-born general was the victor at First Manassas.
Pass.
Gandhi led a great march to collect this from the sea.
Salt.
Now solve the mystery of the mystery category. Tell me what these subjects all have in common. Do you have an answer? No. Okay. All right. All right. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 correct. So you got 5 out of the 10 correct, which means that Souderton, you have a chance to steal 5. So you're going to have 30 seconds. And I'll start with the first one. Are you ready, Henry? You giving the answers? You can turn your mic on there. That's great. Okay. This color has the shortest wavelength.
Violet.
Okay. The Senate gave Octavian this title, meaning venerable.
Augustus.
Okay. In most American homes, invented by Philo Farnsworth.
Pass.
This Louisiana-born general.
Beauregard.
Okay. Now solve the mystery category. Tell me what all these subjects have in common.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Okay, we'll go back to the past one. In most American homes, invented by Philo Farnsworth.
Ducks.
Okay. All right. You got 4 of those correct. The one you missed was television. That was what was in most American. So, you guys got it right. It's from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. They're all characters. We've got, or all things associated with it, sorry. Joe, Charlie, Mike, Violet, Bucket, Augustus, television, Beauregard, and Salt. All right. So they all have something to do with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All right. So now, you guys chose Latin. So we'll see how you do with this and see how my Latin holds up as well. All right. Question number 1. Here we go. What case is used for the subject of a verb?
Nominative.
Nova Scotia in English means what?
New Scotland.
In extremis means that a person is in what condition?
Anguish.
What 2-word phrase means authentic or true?
Pass.
What 3-word phrase means an equal exchange or substitution?
Quid pro quo.
What phrase? Okay, we don't have time for the rest of that. Okay, so we had time to do 5. They took their time. They were, that's a strategy that some of the teams use. They did get 3 correct, which means you only have a chance to steal 2. Okay, so that's only 12 seconds, but again, start when I finish the first question. In extremis means that a person is in what condition?
Critical.
What two-word phrase means authentic or true?
Avant-garde.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, in extremis, I have to go with like the literal meaning here. It means near death, near death. I mean, that could be, an anguish and critical and things like that, but I can't give you the credit for that. And the two-word phrase meaning authentic or true is bona fide. It's a bona fide value. So therefore, none of those answers were correct. So we go into the last round here. Right now, it looks like Souderton has 15 and Springford has 10, if that's correct. Was that correct? Okay, great. So let's see who gets the most answers in this last round. Now, this last round, we do have 15 toss-up questions, but there are no bonuses. However, there are rebounds. So here we go. Question number 1, reasoning. What form of reasoning is illustrated in this statement? We're going to take a guess on it, Henry.
Circular reasoning.
That's incorrect. Here's the statement. If lessons are learned in defeat, our team is getting a great education. Okay, who buzzed in there? Aaron.
Deductive.
That is deductive reasoning, correct. Okay, toss-up number 2, music. What term for a set of works by a particular composer, okay, I've got an answer from Chris.
An anthology.
That's incorrect. Was derived from the Latin term for work. Ben.
Opus.
Opus is correct. All right. Ear anatomy. Name the membrane covering the entrance of the cochlea in the... Yes, Ben.
Eardrum.
That's incorrect. In the inner ear. Okay, time's up. It's called the oval window. Toss-up number 4, archipelagos. These belong to what island group of the West Indies? Barbados, Antigua, Okay, I got an answer from Sid.
The Lesser Antilles.
That is the Lesser Antilles, correct. Toss-up 5, prisoners. The last man ever to be held in the Tower of London under lock and key was what Nazi who spent the last years of his life in Spandau prison? Okay, Ben.
Mengele.
That's incorrect. Rebound. Sam.
Hermann Goring.
That's incorrect. Rudolf Hess. It's like, name your Nazis, right? Okay. Toss-up number 6. Disease prevention. In 1955, the U.S. initiated a successful nationwide inoculation campaign to eradicate what disease? Yes, Henry.
Polio.
Polio is correct. Toss-up 7, Mark Twain. This dialogue is from what story by Mark Twain? Yes, sir, he's a darn fool. That's the way I put him up, said number 5. I'm with you, gentlemen, said number 6. Perfect jackass. Yes, it ain't going too far. Yes, Sid.
The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
That's incorrect. It ain't going too far to say he's a puddin'head. If he ain't a puddin'head, I ain't no judge, that's all. Yes, Sage.
The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
No, it's the tragedy of Puddin'head Wilson. Obviously not a popular book in the classroom. Okay. All right, we're going to toss-up number 8. And I'll turn off my accent. Okay. Rotational symmetry. So this is not computational. You just got to kind of know this thing. What regular polygon has an order of symmetry of 12? Okay, I got an answer for Marion.
Dodecagon.
Dodecagon is correct. Toss-up number 9, professions. Because these people all practice in a common profession, they shared what title? Judith Scheindlin, Clarence Thomas, Elena, okay, I got an answer from Sid.
Justice.
That's incorrect. Elena McKagan, Alan Dershowitz, Clarence Darrow, Greta Van Susteren, Salmon Chase. Yes, Henry?
Judge.
No, they were all lawyers, attorneys. Some became judges, but they didn't all, Dershowitz is still a lawyer. Toss-up 10, metabolism. Name the common metabolic process that consumes sugar in the absence of oxygen. And I've got an answer from Sage.
Fermentation.
Fermentation is correct. Toss-up 11, homophones. Spell the term for a member of a paramilitary unit that is a homophone for the largest type of anthropoid ape. Okay, Henry.
Geurilla.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Rebound? Okay, Sam got in there.
Guerilla.
I'm sorry, that is also incorrect. It's like suddenly we became the spelling bee. 2 R's. You had everything right, but there was 2 R's in there. Gorilla is the correct word. All right. Suddenly we were on the national spelling bee in the middle of that. Toss-up 12, crises. What crisis got its name from the misuse of such substances as prescription pain relievers? Okay, Chris.
The opioid crisis.
Yes, the opioid crisis, yes. Okay, that's current. Toss-up 13, glaciers. The equilibrium line of a glacier lies between the zone of ablation and what other zone? I've got an answer from Chris.
Subduction.
Subduction. Sounds like a great answer. It's not the right answer. Okay, Sage.
Zone of condensation.
That's also incorrect. The zone of accumulation. All right. Toss-up 14. American moolah. The U.S. Mint produces circulating coinage, while what other federal agency produces paper money? Ben.
Bureau of Engraving and Printing.
That is correct. And our final question is called Chinese turmoil. In 1950, the People's Republic of China repulsed an invasion and forced the Chinese nationalists back to what? Yes, Sage.
Tiananmen Square.
That's incorrect. What island?
Buzz.
Okay, he's trying to buzz in there. I think Sid's trying to buzz in. Yes, Sid.
Taiwan.
Taiwan is correct, or Formosa. All right, and so we come to the end of this, and I believe, when we get the scores up here, I believe that Souderton held on. Yes, Souderton 19, Springford 15. Congratulations, Souderton. Good job, both teams.